Simmers, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Pepper, and today I'm going to be showing you a renovation build that I did of the Besties house. And so the Besties house, I pretty much changed it up to be a completely different house for other purposes other than for the Besties household. Because I know the Besties household, if you don't know, considers of Liberty, Summer, and Travis. And they have a little bit of a love triangle, but the way that The Sims describes them is that Liberty is a free spirit, and Summer is cheerful, and Travis is geeky. But yeah, I went with a totally different family, storyline, everything. So I changed the house up quite a bit. So as you can see, I changed up the complete porch. And I took down the roof completely as well. If you watch my channel, you know I hate doing roofs, but I did take it down and redo it. I completely took out the back section of the house and I put it towards the right side of it just because I thought that the house itself was too long. It just seemed like when you went into it, you just like went down this long house. It's just, I don't know, it was nothing interesting about it. I felt like the space was just too open, and I did keep an open living room and an open kitchen kind of feel, but I changed it quite a bit as far as the bedroom layout goes. I kept, I think, two of the bedrooms down where they were, and then I moved one bedroom that was in the back towards the side, and the bathroom along with that as well. I did keep it with one bathroom, I believe. I didn't add any rooms. I just switched them around. I might have shaped them differently. I really don't remember. I did do the build quite a bit ago, but I guess we'll see together. And so this is just the first part of the build, just because I think that the build in its entirety was so long. Just the outside of it took a really long time, and I think the builds in completion took me about 4 hours to remodel the outside and the inside, and the backyard. So yeah, I did quite a bit of work there. And now you can see I'm doing the roof. I did struggle a little bit about what to do with the roof. Like I tried to do, I don't know, I tried to do this other part before, but it just seemed like it was just the same. So just to make it a little bit different, I put the side down. I don't know if that's how you would say it for that kind of roof, but it's the down roof. And so I changed the front fencing quite a bit. You'll see that I don't leave it like that. I believe I end up making like all the trim around it and all that, and the fence itself white. So you'll see me change that later. And then I did want to just make it feel, I don't know, like a home that I would want to visit in the neighborhood. So the family that I actually decided to put in here is a grandmother, a mother, and a teenage daughter. So all of them are living here together, and so obviously it's the mom with her mother and her daughter. And then I don't know, I just wanted to be kind of like a family home. I thought maybe it would be like the grandma's home where the mother grew up and then the teenager was born there, and I don't know why they don't have a grandfather and a dad in the picture. I guess if you want to run with that story, you can create why for yourselves. But I haven't really come up with the backstory as far as why it's just them three yet. But maybe I'll do a short story video on it when I do figure it out. And then you guys can check that out. So comment below if you're interested in seeing that. I'm interested in doing like builds that have to do with characters that I'm gonna make and different storylines. And so then what I'll do is down the line I'll actually make short story videos with those characters. As you can see, I was having a little trouble with the roof as usual. I do like to include the roof part of my builds just because since I do struggle with it, I'm sure that there's a lot of other simmers out there that struggle with it as well. And so I just want to be able to show that, you know, with a little bit of patience, you can get somewhere with it. If you have any tips as to like how I can do better with the roofs as far as what you're seeing on screen right now, then definitely let me know. I'm open to suggestions and new things to try. I do watch people in their build videos, and I feel like everything just looks like it's done with such ease, and like people know exactly where to place the roof just in their mind, and then they do it and it's done. And you know, maybe you have to switch it around 1 or 2 times, but it's beautiful after that, and then it looks like this glorious, beautiful house. But I don't know, mine just don't come out like that. Mine, I feel like, are super basic, and then when I do it and I try to like make it like them, it just doesn't come out the same. I don't know, I'm not an architect, I'm just a simmer. What about you guys? Do you guys struggle with roofs, or do you feel like you do roofs pretty well? And if you do feel like you do roofs pretty well, let me know. Like, how do you do it? How did you learn? What are some things that you didn't know before that you wish you knew in the beginning that you would want to share with other people, that you wish someone shared with you? I want to be shared with stuff to be... There's plenty to be learned in The Sims all the time. There's plenty to be learned. I mean, even though like it can get a little bit, you know, boring at times, there's definitely things that you can get creative with. You just kind of have to spark it yourself is the only problem. But yeah, so as you could see, I decided to do 3 different wallpapers on the outside. So I have like this paneling, light paneling, and then I added some brick as well as some multicolor paneling. And I kind of did that to be like, oh, maybe this bedroom that's off to the side by the garden was an extension of the house, and it was added on maybe a little bit later when the grandmother, you know, already had her daughter and she got a little bit older. Maybe they added a room to the house just so that they could expand the family, or, you know, make it work, whatever. I did use the new platforming tool that we got in the front of the house to make this little flower bed in front of the house. I did want to just kind of liven it up a little bit, give it some color, because it did look a little bit neutral. I do like adding that little tree in the corners as well. I just feel like, I don't know, it just makes things look really pretty. And then I did struggle a little bit about what to do with the front. I think I ended up going with a dirt front, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if I turned it to stone or not, or if I left it as dirt, but I'm pretty sure I left it as dirt. But yeah, and then I wanted to put like the garden area different too, so I think I changed the fencing on the garden later on as well. Yep, there we go. And so I love this garden panel. It's I mean, not garden paneling, but you know, the fence for the backyard, I guess. And it has like these little vines that go through it, and I think it's so pretty, especially for this kind of vibe. So I thought that the grandmother in my household would do a little bit of gardening. Yeah, that random post just like came out of nowhere. I don't know what that was about, so I had to fix that. But I thought she would be into gardening, and so I decided to leave those little gardening things back there just so that she could have those. But I do change the way that they're set up. I just thought they were just a little basic back there. And then I kind of leave everything in the backyard similar. I just changed the furniture a little bit. Yeah, I basically changed all the windows, the porch, the roof, and the fencing, and pretty much everything. And then inside, I changed the layout just a little bit, not that much. And then right now you can see I'm changing the flooring in the backyard. I wanted it to look kind of like a realistic house. I like to make houses that when I'm playing and I make friends with the neighbor, that when they call me and invite me to come over, like I would want to go to their house because I liked the way that I made their house. So I don't know about you guys, but I get so annoyed by all of the incoming calls of all the people inviting me to come over. Like, this person wants to know if you want to come over and hang out. And I'm like, I really do want to come over and hang out, but my energy is super low. My hygiene's getting low. I just ate, so it's like we can't even just like enjoy a meal together because I don't want my sim to get fat. So yeah, I struggle with all those things. But if their house is something that I built, like it's a sim that I made before that is in a house that I built before, then maybe I'll think, you know what? I'll go visit. Yeah, I'll go visit and check out, see how the house is. And so then when I go, it's like I get excited because I made that house and I thought that it was super pretty and super nice. But if you go to these like Sims townies houses, they're just like these basic houses that's like, how long have you lived here? Where is all of your furniture? Why do you have all of this space for the two of you? Like, who cleans this house, And I don't like that unrealistic vibe in my game. I like to go to my neighbor's house and it feel like they've lived there for a while, like I'm actually visiting someone's home and not like I'm just visiting some half empty lot that's like just there for decoration, which most of the Sims 4 is decoration, might I add. But I can't even lie, I still like the game. So I like to build in it and I like to create, my own stories and everything. But the only thing that sucks is that there's not really any story progression, so there's no consequences to what you actually do in the game. So like if I say, cheat on my husband with my sister's fiance, like everyone's gonna get over that in like a day. And in reality, that's just not gonna happen. No one's gonna get over that in a day. It's gonna be a whole mess. It's gonna be a whole array of emotions, yes, but even like the emotion system in the game, it's like, yeah, the Sims get emotions, but the timing on how long they feel that and like which emotions trump like emotions that should be the ones trumping over them, like, ugh, it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, how is it that your fiance just cheated on you with your sister, but you're happy because the house is nicely decorated? I just don't get that. It doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. Those are just little things. So I do have mods installed in my game for my actual gameplay. Like I have the Slice of Life mod, and I have the Explore mod, and I have basemental mods, and I'm pretty sure I have other mods that I can't think of right now. But those mods definitely make gameplay a lot more realistic. And it sucks that the mod creators are better at giving us better gameplay than the actual Sims team. But I don't know, there's like stuff going on in the Sims community that I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but they've made it this far, so I'm just hoping that they get it together and we can just continue to play and eventually get the gameplay that we are longing for. Like I'd love story progression. I would love it when my neighbors like actually have things happen in their life, like they break up or they even have babies, or like people get together, get married, like whatever. And then when you actually gossip with people, they would actually tell you some real gossip that's in the neighborhood, like so and so is sleeping around with blah blah blah, and you're like, what? And that was so fun when they had so much drama in The Sims. Now I feel like they make it so like, ugh, I don't know. It feels like a baby game now. But I guess I'm really grateful that you can, put mods in the game and stuff. But not everybody has the ability to do that because they don't have higher end computers and all that. So that kind of stinks. And then also for console players, they don't have mods and custom content, so that stinks as well. So yeah, just those kinds of things. But I miss like the all the details of like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 and all the little things that you could do with like people in the neighborhood and even with the rest of your family. It just felt like people were more connected. And I don't know, this whole like thing with, I mean, I love building, don't get me wrong. I just don't like that the Sims team, I think, prioritizes building rather than gameplay, because I'm pretty sure that I would be making a lot more gameplay videos rather than build videos if that's what was available to me in The Sims. But that's just me. So, getting back to the build, in the back of the build right now, I'm putting up this ivy kind of wall. I wanted to do it just because I thought it would make things a little bit more interesting, and it made sense to me since I was going to make the grandmother in this house a gardener. And then I did have like a little grill area that was like in the backyard as well on the back porch. But this wall has a bunch of ivy that goes all over it. I think I skipped forward a little bit just because it took me forever to place the ivy everywhere that I wanted to for it to look nice. But I rather liked how it came out, so you guys could let me know. If you do like it, you can download it at the gallery using my gallery name SIMplyPepper1 or hashtag SIMplyPepper. I am going to have a part 2 of this build so that you could see what I do with the inside, and so stay tuned for that because that will be my next upload. But yeah, guys, if you can like and subscribe, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. You can also click the bell for notifications for every time I post. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next build. Other than that, see you guys later. Bye!